All right, so we are live here with Kerbal Space Program. Uh, Today I'm going to be demonstrating some craft I've built. Um, this is a new channel, Transit Biker. I have a personal channel that I had some live streams on as such, but I've created crafts since my live streams on there, and I really wanted to demonstrate them. So let me get some links out here to the KSP IRC channel here. And here we go. Okay, so just FYI, I'm not going to be checking the YouTube chat. You can find the IRC channel on the Kerbal Space Program forum website, and there should be a link there you can use. So I invite you to do that. But so we are going to get read a manual. Well, first I'm going to do some craft that I actually built myself. I think I might actually go from most recent to some stuff that's a little bit older. So the most recent one is this one, no, the Echo Star 1. I did some editing, did some editing. So yeah, this particular configuration allows this communication satellite, the actual Echo Star 1 is this thing right here. It allows this communication relay satellite to be placed all over the Kerbal system. Not Kerbal system, it's not to be, it's Kerbol. That's the star at the middle of the planets there, which Kerbin orbits. So this allows uninterrupted communications because the lines of communication get blocked by the sun itself and by other planets and their satellites, the natural satellites, like the moons, like Minmus, for example. So my goal here is to create a network of these deep space relays that allow uninterrupted communications between any craft in the entire Kerbal system. So let's get this out and launched real quick, and we can see. That way we can get this whole live stream started. I have some chocolate here with me. Chocolate is sort of like my go-to snack when I'm stressed out. Launching stuff on live stream always stresses me out because I can always fiddle with them myself for hours, but I don't have that kind of time when I'm doing a live stream. Okay. We have a failure. Okay. Not sure. Whoa, look at that. I'm being burned. Ah, it's too hot. Or is it over this side? Let's not blow up this time, huh? Please don't blow up. Okay, so we're just going to launch as soon as it bounces. You see that? It's bouncing. Okay, we need to go to the VAB here. We need to go to the VAB. I'm already getting stressed out here. The chocolate helps with heartburn too. It keeps the heartburn from the stress. Suppress. Okay, so so I guess we got to move this down a little bit. That's a little bit too far. I think that might do it. That should do it. I think maybe a tiny bit more. There we go. So when we go down here, yeah, that should do it. Someone in the channel is saying that they're having controllability issues at certain speeds. So I'm telling them that craft typically work. Okay, that seems to have fixed the problem. Any craft that flies through an atmosphere has a certain what's called an envelope where it can operate. If it goes too fast or if the thrust is too low at a certain altitude, whatever, it's not going to work. So we're just going to go full throttle. All right, good. Phew. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start my my turn here. Just a little bit of turn. Just hold that trajectory. Starting to come back a little bit. It's going to wobble a little bit, mainly due to body lift. If I turn this on, you can see there's body lift. That's what the blue arrow, the light blue is. So now we're going through some pretty heavy drag areas here. I'm basically just going to ignore that and power right through. Okay, as I get up around towards 10,000, I want this to be approximately halfway between vertical and 45 degrees. This circle here is 45 degrees inclined. I think that's probably good right there. As you can see, this exhaust trail is my actual, because there's lots of body lift there, but eventually this will come more in line. There we go, starting to get a little bit more in line there. I want to get out away from the Space Center, but I'm not going to jettison these when it's too far leaning over, or else they can actually lay into, these can actually, so here we go, successful booster separation. Now we are going to bring this over, nice and easy. You don't want to ever force this because the drag of going up will tilt your rocket over more than is controllable to recover from. You get this big honking thing up front. You don't want it to. You should be able to see. That's a pretty healthy apoapsis there, but we want to go. We want to start trying to get horizontal here. Because before you know it, we'll be out of the atmosphere, and we're not sticking around too long around Kerbin. Now, I do have an idea for this. This has just a single Rhino engine here. I do have an idea here to add another tank, a smaller one of these tanks here. The Kerbodyne, the big Kerbodyne tanks. They're like this. I call them the Saturn V style tank. Okay, so we're now out of atmosphere. We're going to tilt it on over. We're going to get rid of that fairing as well. And we're going to go full throttle. There we go. So we're going to check our AP. Okay, so now we're going to cut this. We're going to coast for a bit until we get out here. I like how in 1.3 that this actually automatically goes up and down depending on the availability there. It used to be where if you did fast forward, it would stay in that slot. So anyway, we need to turn on. We need to turn this on. There's Kerbin. It's in the dark here, unfortunately. I'm not sure about the manual because I'm only doing the I'm only doing Minecraft today, at least for right now. I do want to get. I want to do a live stream where it's only stuff that other people have built. I do want to get into that, but there's such a huge backlog of things that I've built that I want to sort of get them all out of the way first. So I am actually going to let this burn for a while. Get this nice and ballooned out there. I'm basically going for Kerbin Escape, which I'm fairly certain is this whole craft is capable of Kerbin Escape. So I'm just going to keep it on burning. So I have a moon encounter. boy. Let's coast on out there and see what this encounter brings us. I think we're going to be playing chicken a bit here. Let's see if we can find the, okay, there's the, where is it? There he is. Hello. How you doing? We are going to just cruise on past. And while we are, oh, it's freezing up a little bit here. While we are cruising past, I want to see if there are any, where are the other satellites? Okay, we're not really too close to them at the moment, but we are getting a little bit close to this guy right here. Because the moon has such, whoa, I want to be able to see this one. Okay, so it is off towards that side. There it is. But yeah, these have relatively low velocity orbits because the gravity around the moon is so much lower. Just kind of neat that. I believe that this is the closest we get to the moon is right here. There may be other satellites visible. Let me check the map again real quick here. No, I don't think so. I think that's probably the only one. And we're going to depart this area now. Goodbye to the Kerbnik 2 Rev A. Just going to slow down for the intersect point now. Now we can speed back up again. So now we are on a parallel. Wow, look at that orbit! Oh my god. Okay, that's a cool orbit. I like that. We have, so what is this? Asteroid collector. Yeah, the asteroid collector. Oh my god, it was a massive failure. But it's okay. It's okay. We learn from our mistakes, you know. So we're gonna take out a time warp here, fast forward as I call it. One more big boost here. So I'm going to do something. Let's see here. There we go. Alrighty. So I only have a few rockets. I've mainly been focusing on aircraft versus the rockets, and successfully so. Oh my god. So as you can see, this rocket can basically put one of these satellites. Basically depends on where you point it. So we are going to decouple this node, get rid of this, and we are going to set off. See, now what I need to do here, I do need to update this. This needs to have a probe core and some RCS so I can do something with this, because I can now know I can't deorbit this or anything like that. Let's translate this down. I don't want this to be anywhere near the other one. These two, I don't want these two pieces to come back in. I do actually have a orbital tug that I could probably send out this way with a rocket attached to it. And that could drag it back down and crash it on something or something like that. Now, we have tons of great opportunities to put these out all over the Kerbal system and have full probe control wherever we go. That's a really big deal because it actually lost control of stuff that don't have any docking ports or anything like that. Pretty frustrating. I could dock with the claw, but that is not really very precise. I tried docking something that I captured with the claw, and oh my god, it took me like an hour and a half. I don't want to do that again. So we're going to go out here. Okay, we're going to check the first hop, which is just right to here, and then we're going to do path, which is just to here, and then we're going to do vessel links. I do have some stuff out here on Elu, but once this thing gets out away from, I want this thing to try and get kind of far away from Kerbin for a minute. Outside of Duna's orbit might be a good opportunity here. Right, yeah, there we go. So as soon, yeah, actually, we're going to go out past this guy here. It is slowing down a little bit because that's just how orbits work. Elliptical orbits, anyway. This is a very eccentric orbit. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a dynamic orbit that will help keep things in check. So we're going to bring this back from time warp. And it has only green connections, if you notice this here. It only has green connections. I think there might be one yellow one there, in there somewhere, and over here. But as you can see, I'm going to do the ComNet network. Now, this is basically adding another... Yeah, we do have a relay parked on Elu. It's actually landed on Elu. But we are adding, basically these are backbone areas. You can see these backbones. If I do this, the backbones actually move. We have individual craft links. As you can see, the asteroid collector relay. The only reason it's a relay is so I have some sort of probe control way out there, but it's really not really meant to be. It's not a relay craft, relay satellite. It's not a communication satellite. So we have everything in the core systems here moving around. And you can see that everything, it does kind of glitch out every once in a while, but that's because things are moving and there's shadows. So I have these guys here right now. These orbits here that are kind of at a weird inclination. There's the other Echo Star. Where's my other one? So I have this Echo Star and this Echo Star. Now I have this other goofy one, this eccentric orbit. I want to get one into a polar orbit, but I'm so bad at doing the orbit inclinations. This is as best as I could do with the other ones. So we're going to go back to turning that off, and we're going to bring this back down here. We're going to go back to Space Center here. And we are going to be launching a few other things from the... the heck is that? Oh, weird. There's actually snow out here. We had a nor'easter come through here a couple days ago here in southeastern Pennsylvania. There are still people in this area with power, no power. Round 2, I call it round 2. Round 3 is going to be over the weekend, Sunday into Monday. And I do have to say, the snow clearing this particular storm was a lot better than the last few storms. I'm at my girlfriend's place when I do my live streams. And at my place, I am used to snow clearing during the storm, after the storm, and the next morning after the storm to make the roadways more defined and make sure there's enough there's shoulder space to pull over if you're having an issue with your vehicle. So so yeah, so I'm very happy with the management of the snow removal this particular last storm. So let's go back here, and EchoStar 1 was a serious effort to create a relay communications satellite so I could have full probe control anywhere in the system. I think I succeeded. Let me see here. There's like 2 or 3 other ships that I built in the VAB. Yeah, let's, like this guy here. This thing is hilarious. Let's just launch this. Yes, it's called Fart. Brilliant naming, I know. This is a suborbital. I don't think it's capable of orbit, but this thing is primarily used to test out the upper stage and capsule. So the fart part is the little tank with the mammoth engine on the bottom. So yeah, here we go. So this thing, this part here is the fart part. This adapter down here. And I can mount anything up on top of here. It just needs to get up and back down. It's mainly for re-entry testing and atmospheric handling testing. It's not a serious attempt at getting something into space, and I'll show you in a second here. Just turn it on over here. It's pretty stable. It really goes pretty fast. Yeah, that'll start to heat up pretty well. Go over to 45 degrees, maybe a little bit over 45 degrees. There we go. Okay. Let's keep an eye on that temperature. We don't want our chute to be burning up. Keep an eye on it. If the gauges start popping up, I'll throttle down, but yeah. Definitely not capable of orbit. There we go. We should be safe now. The throttle all the way up. Oh, we can get orbit. Look at that. That's actually pretty hilarious. This will shrink back down a little bit, I'm sure, from air. No. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I'm definitely going to be getting rid of that now because I don't want it tagging along down into the atmosphere. You're going to see a huge amount of satellites pass us by here. It's actually kind of cool. Let's go out to the map. And it's still dragging. No, it's actually all good. I think it's probably on rails at this point. So we're getting out of the atmosphere now. Let's speed it up a little bit more. When I say out of the atmosphere, I mean away from Kerbin. I misspoke there. Okay, so as you can see, it's basically for nice little view there. Bring it down. Whoa! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay, so this thing is really coming in very hot. When I say very hot, I mean it is extremely likely that this thing will burn up because it's coming in at a very steep angle. But one of the reasons why this was able to achieve, you know, this big arc and orbit and stuff is because this is the smallest thing that is attached to the fart booster thingy. So we're just going to turn that off and let the aerodynamic forces tell us which way we should be pointed. Should be a nice little light show here coming up. I really want to get this kind of faced over this way here. We are going extremely fast. It is extremely likely that this thing will overheat. Okay, we are doing all right. I'm not sure if we'll be slowed down enough though, unfortunately. We need to get well below this speed to have any chance of safely landing. And this is why I do these tests, because I want to be able to check the configuration, the layout of these re-entering vehicles, craft, whatever you want to call them. So this is survivable in terms of thermal, but will it slow down enough to get back down into the ground? I'm not sure. As you can see, this ablator is taking a massive amount of heat. Okay, that's good. We're going to jettison the heat shield. Try to rock that loose here. There we go. Okay, off that goes. Don't need it anymore. And we should, I'm just going to fast forward this a little tiny bit. I'm going to turn the lights on here. Looks like we're going for an ocean landing, so I am going to wait. We're picking up a little bit of speed here. Oh, hard landing. Okay. Okay, so let's go on and let's go on and try some additional. Wait, did this actually survive? No, nothing survived. That's just a glitch on my screen. Okay, never mind. I had breakfast here, brunch, or I think something like a ready-made meal. I really shouldn't eat those, but oh, it's been a rough couple of months. We had flu and stomach bugs, and oh my god, yeah, it's a lot of sleepless nights. So we are going to revert to VAB. That way we can pretend that never happened. So yeah, so now we're going to get rid of this and we're going to open something else. I think we're going to do 2 more things from the VAB. And we're going to, I'm not going to fly all of them, but I'm going to show some of the stuff I've built in the happy birthday. Now, what is this? Oh. Happy birthday. What? Oh, it's a surprise. Okay, we are going to fly this for certain. Okay, launch this guy. Oh. Yeah, I snuck another piece of chocolate in here. I stress eat. I'm not going to lie. I do stress eat. And chocolate is sort of like my go-to thing. Okay, so we're going to fast forward. I do want to launch this in the daytime because it's actually pretty cool. All right, I think we're good there. So, here we go. Look at that fairing. I have my, what is it? Whoops, whoa, hey. It's like launching a big egg. So I have the battery and probe core up here, so I can actually control this thing without opening the fairing. There is a Sapro! No! Come on back! Come back! Come on! No! I just bit it. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Alright, well, we're just going to roll with it now. We're actually going to pitch with it. Oh my god, that is so bad. I pitched over way too quickly. Okay, I'm in trouble here. We're just going to end this in catastrophe. So we're just going to, okay, we're going to revert flight to launch. Let's not lean it over so quickly, huh? Let's not do that. Note to self, don't do that. So my girlfriend's kids, they're doing okay. They both had the flu. My girlfriend had the flu. I didn't get sick. Woohoo! My girlfriend's daughter, unfortunately, had a stomach bug before she got the flu. And then she got another one recently. So I've been taking care of everyone, taking care of everything. I've been doing it up, man. It's not that hard. You just wake them up, take the temperature. If they need a fever reducer, you do it. Just take care. So here we go. All right. Much better. We're just gonna let this fly out. I mean, as you can see, it's really struggling to get any kind of speed going here. Vertical speed, anyway. Vertical acceleration is good, but vertical actual speed, it's still under 1,000 meters per second, or 1 kilometer per second. That 1 kilometer per second is we need to get it to at least 1 kilometer per second for this thing to work. When I say this thing, I mean the fairing to deploy all the fairing and whatnot. Of course, the rusty, dusty, trusty Rhino liquid fuel engine underneath there. We do have some. We actually do have some fins going on here, so we do have some aero control. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, light my fire. It's like I'm looking at my invisible watch. Still not getting. Yeah, you can see now that the acceleration is good, but how fast it's actually going is not good at all. It's probably because of that giant fairing. Ferring Bueller's Day Off. Let me see. This might go back down through the craft. Yes, it does. This red arrow down here, that is the drag from the fairing. So that would explain quite a bit. Okay. I am going to start. I'm not going to do any turns yet, actually. I want to get rid of these SRBs first. If that's even possible. Yes, it is possible. Okay. These SRBs do not have Separatrons. They're just gravity. Now we can turn this a little tiny bit. I have to be really careful because this thing has a lot of body lift. How much body lift? Almost too much. Gotta ease it on over here. Ease it over. Not too far. I do have a little bit more aero control. As it get up in the atmosphere, that aero control will start to go away pretty soon here. I think we're pretty much done with the aero controls at this point. But there's not a lot of drag on there. There's no drag, actually. So I can safely bring my... Yeah, there's a little bobbly there. So I can safely bring this... There we go. Okay, now that we are out of the atmosphere, I don't want to get too crazy here. Namely because I actually don't want to get in orbit. Okay, so I want to make that super clear. I don't want to make it into orbit. So I kind of want to just ride up here and make something that is going to come back down, but come back down maybe a little bit farther away. Okay, I am actually in a lot of trouble here. I need to get rid of this rocket. So here we go. Happy birthday! And yeah, we are going to control from here. So we're gonna flip this on over. Yep. That's right. Whoa, do I have I do not have any. Whoa, okay, we want to kind of do this kind of thing. There we go. Bring it on down here. How am I doing here? Not too bad. I think I want to I think I'm going to want to I'm getting pretty fast now. I want this thing to survive re-enter. I think we should be able to ditch this now. Now I'm just going to decouple. And then we're going to go back to this thing. We're going to swang this thing around. Okay, we're going to swing this thing around. It has no arrow at all. So we're just going to switch back, and we're just going to watch that go off into infinity and beyond. It's actually pretty cool. That might make orbit. I don't know. So we are going to extend the air brakes if I have them, if I remembered. I have to be very careful with this thing because if anything comes off of it, it's not going to be landable. I'm not going to be able to. So it's a little bit high up in the atmosphere. Right now, I mean, you can see I don't have any cheats on or anything like that, but I really gotta bleed some massive speed off here. Or else I'm gonna lose the whole thing. So I thought this was kind of cool to have like an airplane pop out the top of a rocket. A little joke on it being a space plane kind of thing. Come on, bleed off that speed. Bleed off that speed. I'm so close. So close on some of these things. Yeah, that flashing means it's really overheating a lot. So some of you with more keen eyes might have spotted these little guys right here. They are in fact air-breathing engines. And in fact, I should be able to turn them on. I think I'm probably going too fast for them just yet. Yeah, I don't think these intakes actually work above a certain yeah, it's these aren't going to work at this high of a velocity. So we're just going to really got to bleed off some of this speed here. It's not working. Might be too high. I don't know. I might be too high up. Too much altitude, perhaps. This is very flyable. I just need. I want to try and land over there, actually. Give this a whole bunch of authority, I think. There we go. I was going too fast. All right, I really need to freaking turn here. All right, so we are now flying in the atmosphere. I really need to level on out here. All right, so we're gonna take those brakes off. We don't need them. I don't know what they're doing, but we really need to start to level off here. I think this is still. This might be a bit heavy. No, it shouldn't be too heavy. Anyway. So we're going to dive and gain some speed here. I would really like to be able to fly over here and land, because this thing does land. It can land. All right. Much more responsive here below 10,000 feet. So we are going to sort of level out here. nominalize everything. So we're aiming for this bit of ground over here. We're gonna land it, and then we'll try one more thing from the VAB, and then we'll get going on the stuff in the spaceplane hangar. Just gonna fast forward this a little bit. It's a pretty decent cruising altitude. Now, when you're in fast forward or time warp, whatever, stuff does tend to change. If I come out of time warp, I might speed up. No, in this case, it actually slows down, probably because it is going. There we go. There we go. I don't want to climb. I don't want to descend. I just want. So originally this thing was full of fuel, and it could not fly with these two little Juno engines full of fuel. It was too heavy for the amount of the thrust to weight ratio. Just didn't work with these little wings. Okay, so I'm now, whoa, okay, whoa, okay. Forgot I'm in fast forward. So we do have plenty of fuel on here. We have monopropellant, which we probably should not have. All right, so we're going to come out of time warp. We're going to bring this back down to 100. Or thereabouts. Whatever, 101, doesn't really matter. So we're going to bring this down. Yeah, this thing's really goofy looking, I know. Why these big tall things on the... It's because you don't want to hit the fin of the back here, and it probably will anyway. Alright, let's throttle down a bit. And I'm just going to take this sucker down for a dive here. My goal here is simply to just get it on the ground so I can get to the next craft here. It does handle actually fairly well. I'm just trying to get it down so I can move on to the next thing here. It's very responsive. Now the trick here is to touch down with the nose gear first. And we lose that one, a sacrificial even, you could call it. Try and get out of the sky here. I think I might remove that in the craft design. And here we go, landed, parked, all good. So we are going to go to the Space Center now. For the final, I think it's going to be the final craft from the VAB. Now, Flubberter, however, Thomas from the KSP IRC channel, he has actually created a number of craft for me to fly on live stream. I'm not going to be doing that today. The next live stream I do, which will be Monday, I believe. I think it's Monday, depending on the calendar. I didn't look at the calendar. The next live stream I do will just be the craft that he built for me to fly. I've been putting that off a lot because I've been doing so much work myself, and I feel bad about it. And he's put work into it, so I want to kind of give him credit where credit is due. I mean, he built all of the craft that he's built so far have been amazing, really well designed, really well thought out, and just really high quality stuff. You know, I want to make sure that that's highlighted and given its sort of, you know, chance to shine in the sun or whatever the nomenclature is there. So I want to get through this backlog of my stuff, and then I'll go through and on the library of his stuff. And there's a user manual for the craft that he's sending me. There's actually a user manual for it. I need to read that. I want to give myself enough time to do all that, you know. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Krupnik Engineering Comset. That's actually one of his. Okay. Landing with a view. What is this? What is this? Odd angle? Oh my god. What the heck? I don't even want to know. Okay then. Yeah, this is stuff that I build. Yeah, let's just move on from that. Nothing works with your KSP. I'm really sorry to hear that. It's a long process of trial and error with a lot of refuel thingy. We did the Rocopter. We did that last time, the Rocopter, and it works really well. It works really well. There are a few other things that I have built. Stupid boosting. There we go. Well, let's see what else I have here. What the bleep? No. Transfer stage with engine. The Dork Dart. Did I already do that? No, I think we're going to do stupid boosting. Oh my god. Yes, we are doing. The goal is to get this up. Let's launch it. I'm sorry to hear about your mods that don't work. I don't use mods or part packs or any of that stuff, mainly because of compatibility issues, especially when KSP updates, breaks everything. I like to focus all of my time on building and flying stuff and doing little missions and stuff versus troubleshooting. Like, I don't know. I like a game or I don't like a game. I've probably mentioned this before. German hazelnut chocolate. I'm telling you, man. So good. Ready for this? Just FYI, after this live stream, I will be doing Minecraft live stream. Oh my god. I almost lost it there. Let's see how far out this thing goes. I don't think we'll get carbon escape. Or will we? There's nothing on this thing. It's just a stay put neck. I think we need to stop because I do not actually want to get carbon escape. That would be a bad thing. So we are going to fly way far out here. Really far out, actually. Far out, man. And we're going to come on back. Okay, so we are going to now do a... Do I have air brakes on this? I don't think I do. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yes! Success! Or actually not, because... Oh my god, it's like a fist! Oh! Alright, let's get to the space plane hangar. Oh yeah, for Christmas... This is not a religious household, but we got this thing called Microbit. My stepson got this from his my girlfriend's stepdad. Check this out. How cool is that? We still have to get the Bluetooth adapter for my girlfriend's computer. So we can use it and program it, but he's really looking for it. I believe the next time they visit down here, they will bring the Bluetooth adapter. All right, so we are going to leave this now. How about that launch earlier, huh? That was pretty wild. Really successful launch, apparently. So we're going to hop right into the space plane hangar. I have a couple of really nice treats in here for you guys. Oh, man. It's interesting. There's like sun coming from over here, and over there is like this big gray cloud. You can see a little bit of blue on there, but very interesting. Always an interesting view out this window, I'll tell you. All right, let's see. Let's get jet beam fuel. Yes, you can't melt it. Yep, I got a big ass V there too. And bruh, yeah, I have a few little sweet treats here for you guys. This is jet beam fuel, and it flies. It does fly. Let's launch this sucker. Jet beam fuel. Yes, it is. It is going to fly. Made with the finest milk from the Alps. Milk chocolate. Oh yeah. It is. It's really good. Properly good. Fair trade cocoa too. Got it from Aldi, which is a German company. Oh, here we go. It flies really freaking well. Whoa. Whoa. Almost crashed. Alright, let's try to land this thing, huh? Clearly it flies. I need to put some air brakes on this thing though. Not quite ready for prime time, but it does fly. And there we go. So we're going to do, I guess we can revert back to the spaceplane hangar. I'm not going to leave that out there. So what are we going to do here? What are we going to test next here? I think we're going to try Big Ass V. Just launch it. I will be uploading most of these into Kerbal X. The jet fuel beam one that needs to be tweaked a bit before it is uploaded. I need to put maybe some scientific instruments, some antennas, all that kind of stuff, batteries on it, just things to make it a really usable craft before I upload it. I always put all these little knick-knacky final touches on things before I upload it because I don't want the next, what is this? Bruh. No, this is not bruh. This is Big Ass V. This is a V-tail. The detail is in the V-tail. Yes. And it flies really well. Little twinkle toes out in the middle, and then the big landing gear. Here we go. Let's just get up off the ground. It flies really well. Gotta tell you, it flies like a freaking dream. The center of mass is really well done, balanced, and the V-tail is properly positioned with the center of lift, so it actually can do rolls without flapping it all over the place. And it can really move. Very, very maneuverable. Do a barrel roll, but I'm not going to do a barrel roll. This thing does, in fact, have air brakes. Let's turn this down. Let's just get this out of the air. Does this still have the action group? Let's see if this actually has the action group. Oh, it does. Thrust reverser. There we go, just like I like. I think I'm going to leave this one here, actually. So we are going to shut down the engine. We are going to turn there we go. Okay, so now we are going to go to the Space Center. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. When I was a younger man, I had a terrific bicycle crash. Landed mostly on my chest. I got this thing on my chin. If you guys might have never noticed it. But there's a nice little scar. I got 8 stitches in my chin. I really, really got myself really good. But some kids were throwing the basketball across the street back and forth. No big deal. However, they didn't stop when they saw me. They just kind of froze up and kept playing. And I don't think they realized that they had to stop so I could pass. And it was a basketball. And the one kid had a house with the basketball net, and a little concrete plug in the ground kind of thing. And the basketball got underneath the pedal and the bike stopped, but I kept going. It was very interesting. I went to the house where the kid lived, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'm not angry. Everything's fine. I hope I am okay. And I just hope he's more careful in the future. I wanted to emphasize that he was not. I didn't want him to get in trouble. He didn't get in trouble, thankfully. So now we're going to do and tourist. Bruh. Look at that. Bruh. What's bruh tourist? I don't even know. Bruh tourist. I'm not even sure what the difference is. Oh! Yes! Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not going to fly this one. To fly this one, I have to make a couple of changes, though. Well, for one, I'm going to be... I didn't want to do that, but okay. Forgot to hit the rotate. I want to just rotate this so it's a little bit more level. So, okay, I also am going to grab these off real quick here, and I'm going to be placing one of these guys. And I will be mounting it to there, and then we need like a parachute or something too. Can't just like leave them to die kind of thing. Okay, this does actually need to be on angle snap. So we're going to put one here. And we're going to put one like over here, I guess. And that should be enough for this guy. So we're going to put tourists. We're going to put tourists in there. We're going to put in pilot and engineer. And we're going to launch. I've really gotten in the last few years into, I think 5 years, into lymphatic massage, where you move the lymph fluid, because the lymph fluid is like the sewage line of the body. All of the waste materials from your blood brings the oxygen and takes the carbon dioxide away, and it brings nutrients, but it doesn't take nutrients away. That's the lymph vessels that do that. And if you have blocked or weird lymph stuff going on, it's really bad, actually. There have been, so we're just gonna, there have been theories that blocked lymph vessels, you actually have 4 times or 8 times as many lymph vessels as you do blood vessels. Think about that for a second. Nope. It's a pretty heavy craft, I'll be honest. A lot of fuel. Jesus, is it going to get off the ground? Yes, there we go. Okay. All right. So this is tourist in action. Got some intakes here. I don't think I have action groups on this one. The V-tail, large and in charge. So we are going to go. No, not EVA. I didn't want to EVA. Okay, let's view, not EVA. Thank you very much. Oh man, look at that beautiful view. You can see all around there. Very, very cool. You can see down at the ocean or anything we're flying over. It's really good for science missions. Not really, but so now we are going to say goodbye to these tourists. Goodbye, goodbye, tourists. Goodbye. Okay, so we're going to stay on this one, I think. Okay. Hello, everybody. Okay, so we are going to try and switch back to this and bring this back around. Not going to happen, looks like. Very, very, this really needs a bit more authority. I just don't want it to go out of physics render distance, because that would be stupid. So So you got these two guys, these two things floating in the air here. I should probably put a couple of canards up front or something there just to even it out. But this is bruh. It's basically a cockpit with, with an engine on it. Okay, let's start leveling out here. I am actually going to try and splash down kind of near these guys, so we should probably start cutting this engine. Okay. So we're going to fly right by these guys right here. There they are. Okay, we really need to pull up. Oh my god, we're going to crash. No, 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 no. I want to splash down, not crash in the splash. Crash and splash. Just like shake and bake or something. So they're going to be a little bit of a distance away, but that's really whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. Three, two, one, pull up and pull up and keep on bleeding the speed. Ah, successful splashdown. All right, very nice. I'm just gonna leave that here. Space Center. So yeah, successful. Basically, you can drop those little pods off wherever you want. If there's a tourist mission, you can do touristy stuff, or you can use it for science or whatever. Leave anyway. I don't care. Those two little pods that I dropped, they de-rendered. They disappeared. So they're still moving through the atmosphere. Okay. A few more craft, and then we'll be wrapping up KSP for today. And then next up on my live stream, next live stream I will be doing on my channel one with Minecraft, and that's a survival multiplayer server. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. I'm going to open up Discord here. Okay, let's get back into it here. Few more craft, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to pop open Minecraft and do some stuff in Minecraft. Cargo T-Tail, we've flown that a bunch of times. Crater Crawler, let's see, Dignity, Dolphin. We haven't done Dolphin. No, you guys haven't seen Dolphin, so let's do Dolphin real quick. Let's see what else is up here real quick here. Let's do the Dolphin, and then there's a few other planes. Yes, this. So here's the Dolphin. I will definitely be uploading this to Kerbal X because it is so much fun to fly. Let's launch it. Oh yeah, that's very yummy. I need to start eating better though. That's my girlfriend. She's on lunch break, I think. Hey, honey. I'm doing a live stream. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. How are you? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm right in the middle of it though. Are you? What are you? Okay, hold on. What are you eating? You're chewing on your lips. That's not a reasonable meal option. Which one was that? Oh, nice. Very cool. Oh, when the hell even is that? Oh, geez. Okay. I know. Is that the bottle of water that's in there? I know. It's like He-Man Hulk strength. Is it weird? Is it okay to drink? Oh yeah. I think it would have been. It was fine giving her the foot protein shake. It's not like it's from a food thing. Yeah, I mean, even if she still had the stomach bug itself, it's still that's like a symptom, you know. Okay, my sweetheart, I love you. Mm-hmm. Yay! Okay, my sweetheart. Send me instructions in Messenger. Oh God, really? That's not. Okay, yes. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, definitely. Okay, my sweetheart, I'm going to go. I love you. Bye. Bye. She is so freaking adorable. Oh my god. So yeah, this is the Dolphin. It's really, 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 really easy to fly. It's basically a missile with wings. I tried different configurations, and honestly, this is it. This is the best configuration. There's another one called Porpoise. I don't remember the exact details of that, but I am going to try and land this on the runway. Probably stupid idea, but I don't think I've really landed very many things on the runway. So this would be cool if I was able to do that. Put the brakes on, obviously. Hey, and there we go. Successful touchdown of the Dolphin. I wish this thing would like stop. Oh man, this thing really wants to keep flying. All right, look at that. So yeah, that's the Dolphin that will be uploaded to Kerbal X. That's its final revision. That will be uploaded. All of these crafts will be uploaded within the next couple of days. Within the next couple of days to the next week or so. So just if you keep looking, if you're looking for a craft that I've flown on here, keep looking over the next even month or so. I mean, things are really hectic when you deal with kids, and the weather has been wacky and stuff. So just keep an eye out on the Kerbal X page if you're interested in flying any of these craft. Let's see, we have the Dolphin. We do have a Porpoise. Fuel cell rover. This is one by Thomas. Inline Goliath, no. Okay, so we are going to try the Intercontinental Pax -900. I think this is one that does work. I think this is one that does work. You know what? No, I'm not going to do this one right now. Actually. So we are going to do Jetisel, Jet Rocket Boat, Jet Rocket, Jet. I wonder what that could be. Let's see what that even is. Huh. I'm going to skip this one, I think, actually. Goes very fast, I know that. Let's see here. Purpose. There's the purpose. Porpoise? Porpoise. There's the porpoise. It's a porpoise on purpose. Yes! Look at this thing. Oh my god. We are going to launch it. We're going to launch. Yes, we're going to go to launch. So, this will probably, I'm going to do this plane and then I'm going to highlight a few in the editor, but I'm not going to actually fly them. So I think I'm going to fly one more after this, and then I'm just going to highlight a few in the editor, and that'll be it for Kerbal Space Program for today. Then on Monday or Tuesday, I will be back again with Kerbal Space Program, and I will be highlighting craft that other people have built. Because I really need to get that out of the way, and just because it's the right thing to do. People have built things for me to fly, and I would like to honor that. All right, here we go. Here's the porpoise. I think this actually may have one less part. I don't remember. It's either one less part or it's lighter or something. I don't remember. No wings, though. It does not have any wings. Unlike the dolphin, it does not have separate wings. So it really kind of looks more like a dolphin or a whale or something because it just has the pectoral fins. And well, you can't have this. I tried having it farther up, but it doesn't work. It's too close to the center of mass. So we're going to just fly this out, bring it back, land it, see if I can land it. So we're going to just... So we're going to pull up pretty hard here. Spiking those. So this is flyable. It is flyable. It has a pretty decent amount of fuel on board. It can get a pretty good amount of distance flying it. Ooh, a little rough landing there. And there we go. So actually I'm going to leave this now. Revert flight to a space plane hangar. So it does fly. That's the smallest thing I've built that can actually fly legitimately. It does not have any proper wings. It's just it can do roll and pitch and yaw, and it does it successfully. That's really unfortunate. In the big storm the last couple of days we've had, there's a squirrel nest I can see out there. It has a plastic bag caught on it. Now I'm not sure if it's from the nest itself that was put in there or if it got caught on there, but it's like flapping in the breeze up there. It's probably from the first storm that we had that was really super high winds. It was 60 freaking mile per hour gusts for like a second or two, like crazy stuff. So we're gonna fly one more guy here, I think. Let's drop all the way down here. All right, Thunderbird, Super Speeder. Let's try the Super Speeder. Don't even know what this is. Oh yeah, that's right. This thing is pretty cool. Sorry, my back is really wacky right now. This thing is freaking insane. That is the darndest thing I've ever seen. No, the wind the other day was pretty incredible, actually. Helped my sister and her boyfriend move from a place over in New Jersey to a place actually not too far from here. That was the day after the storm. We didn't get a lot of snow, but we definitely got the big winds. We got a lot of wind. Power did not go out here, but it did go out other places. That was the first storm. The second storm was, I think, Wednesday into Thursday kind of thing. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready for this? Whoa! So this is basically a missile also. It has fuel in here and fuel there and there. As you can see, I've been kind of obsessing over small and fast things, small, compact, recently. Flies really, really well. I have the dihedral canards on the front, slightly dihedral, not too crazy. So I am going to try and land this thing now. Should be made a little bit easier with the fact that I do have the speed brakes on here. Okay, we're going to pull up flare right about. Oh, it's going wrong. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I got an itch on my nose. Dang it. Oh, well, we can just do this. Hey, what is this? Wait a minute. Why is there an engine running? There shouldn't be. Is it this one with the engine running? Oh, it's this one. Oh, the big ass V is over here with the engine running. Hold on, let's see here. So these are a couple other planes I have. I'm going to go into the VAB now. Sorry, I keep trying to stretch my back here. I'm having massive back issues. Yeah, I'm a skeletal wreck. I have back and rib cage and other issues. I have a knee issue from a crash, all from bike crashes, actually. I'm a cyclist, transit biker, so yeah. Anyway, I use public transportation. I'm also a transportation advocate and transit advocate and public transportation advocate and transportation equality advocate. What does transportation equality mean? It means that if I don't own a car, I shouldn't have to struggle to get around. That's what basically that is. A car is a luxury item. It is not a standard, and the fact that it is seen as a standard thing that people should have is an unhealthy and unrealistic mindset that really was sold to the American public, not, and then the rest of the world, of course, after that, but really sold to the American public, probably in between World War I and World War II, I would say, and it really was pressed upon after World War II and the post-World War II years, leading up into the late 1950s. Or a lot of very poor transportation-related decisions made around that time. Lots of poor decisions made. We have the interstate highway, but that doesn't really. The interstate highways were supposed to be like the Autobahn emergency evacuation routes for cities. You can get on a traffic jam on the interstates around this region. So yeah, let's go down here. So we have a couple of things here. We have Katamar. We've done that before. Dolphin, we did that. We did Engine Pod a while, but back on my other channel. Fuel Cell Rover, we didn't do that one, but I'm not really concerned. Here's this guy. I'm not going to fly these ones. I'm just going to show you. So these are fuel pods. Inline Goliath. So yeah, this is kind of a crew kind of retrieval type thing where you can just drop the tanks and have empty wings, and you can glide on with a pretty sort of easy to maneuver craft there. Engine. Let's see what else here we got. Yeah, let's do this one. Intercontinental packs. This one actually works pretty well. I'm not sure. Wait, maybe does it work well? I don't even remember. Intercontinental packs -900. Not sure why it's a -900. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this is a cargo bay. Okay, so I have a cargo bay in here. And what's in the cargo bay? A few things are in the cargo bay. Okay, it looks like. Ah, yeah, there we go. So, let's see here. If it will cooperate. All right, let's see what else we got here. I want to show you guys. The jet rocket boat works very, very well. And we got, let's see what else we got. I should bring up my my Trimaran. It has the triple hull design. It's one of my most popular craft for download on KerbалX actually. So jet rocket boat. So let's go below the J's. Jetisol. Jetsol. This does actually fly. It's a jet-powered, air-breathing engine-powered missile, basically. Whoops, I meant to do open. Now let's see what the last. There's several of them. It looks like there's 3. Jetisol. Oh, interesting. Anyway, the first combination was the best one, actually, out of the 3. That flew the best. Just trying to get more thrust. It didn't quite work, though. Let's see here. Minmus Base 1. This is something I built to go to Minmus. Obviously, it has all the docking ports on it. I believe there is one right there right now. This is to keep this front part from wobbling. Yeah, I do believe that I have one of these parked up on Minmus right now. And then let's see what else here. I actually used a tug on either end, an orbital tug on either end to park it there. It's pretty cool, actually. Let's see, passenger, plane. Did that. Let's do plane 35. I don't even know why it's XP. Oh yeah, there we go, Cessna. This is, I think this is funny looking. I don't remember. I don't remember what this actually is. Right, okay, so this is the Cessna with one little engine on the back. That was the main inspiration for the bra. Let's see here. It does fly fairly well, actually. It's just a little on the slow side. And then there's 2 other Cessnas. Obviously, this one has a bit more powerful engine and other considerations. Whoops, keep pressing the wrong damn thing. I am curious about this one. Cessna 2 he. Oh my god, we gotta fly this one. We have to fly this one. We have to. Yeah, we're doing this. Gotta finish this off real quick. And there we are. Loading up. Doodle-doo-dun. 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 Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. 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 All together, Uki. All right. Let's see what this does. These are actually relatively heavy for the amount of thrust they give, honestly. I don't have any liquid fuel on board this. Yeah, I'm going to try and get this up. Into outer space. Is it going to reach that 1 kilometer per second threshold? I don't know. That's a good shot at it, I think. Almost. Almost. Okay, I probably should have. Okay, let's start that again. Revert to launch. It needs to come off the runway on its own because the SRBs stick out too far back to really nose it up. Wow, since the live stream started, actually since I woke up this morning, a bunch of snow on the roof next door kind of melted away. It's actually kind of cool to see. So as soon as this thing clears the runway, I want to be this is a little bit too low to the runway. I think if I angled these in a bit more, I might be able to actually get breaking the sound barrier on the runway. There we go, much better. I just want to get into space. That'd be so hilarious. Oh yeah, look at that. That's much better now. Not sure if we're going to do it though. Yes! And 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Whee! So we are going to point this way. We have no fuel. I'm going to try and land it. I think this is probably going to be the last bit that I feature today. And we are legitimately extremely high up here. We do have air brakes. I think I'm going to pop those up. So here we go. All right, so the concept is basically like a space shuttle. You can probably guess by now. But we're gonna spin this over. Whoa, too much spinning. Spinning is a good trick. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, we'll not talk about that one anymore. Okay, we're gonna keep this in mind. This is unpowered. There is no fuel on board. So this is like a one or landing or bust kind of thing. Okay, so we are going to flare at the last second. That's a normal pilot type thing to do, I believe. A normal pilot like thing to do. And we are going to tap on these brakes. Bring us down out of the air here. Whoa, okay. To be honest, to be fair, that is a pretty short wheelbase there. Should not be surprised at all. Nope, nope. I have to land on the rear gear first. And look at that. Touchdown. All right. Thank you guys for watching today. I do want to appreciate everyone that's tuned in today, everyone who's made a comment. I will be coming back on for Kerbal Space Program either Monday or Tuesday, depending on the details. Actually, it will be on Monday. Will be Monday. I have to look at the regular calendar here, but it should be Monday. Anyway, I love you guys. Be nice to each other. Love each other. See you on the other side of the weekend. Love y'all. Peace.